Hello students, I am ready with my next video. This is video number 15. This time the video is going to be for 10th standard students especially, or those who have just passed 9th standard and going to 10th standard. For them it is very important. This is a theorem which we are going to prove today. This theorem is called as basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. This is an important theorem. It has appeared many times in exam and it may come in exam again. The statement of the theorem states like this: in a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, a line is drawn which is parallel to one side of the triangle. So here I have drawn DE parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. This is given, right? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle to intersect the other two sides, then and this line which is parallel to BC is intersecting the other two sides of the triangle AB and AC at two distinct points at D and E, right? And then the other two sides are divided proportionally. The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Then these two sides, AB and AC, the other two sides, will get divided in the same ratio, proportionally. It means the ratio AD divided by DB will be equal to AE divided by EC. This is we have to prove, right? So I have written here what is given in the statement. In this triangle ABC, DE is parallel to, this is the symbol of parallel, DE is parallel to BC, this is given. And to prove, we have to prove that AD divided by DB, the ratio AD by DB is equal to the ratio AE divided by EC. This we have to prove. We must get this. And for that, we have to do some construction here with the help of construction. That means we can draw some lines, perpendicular lines or join points like this. So what is that construction? Draw EF perpendicular to AE. We have to draw EF perpendicular to, draw EF perpendicular, means it makes 90 degree, right, to AD. Sorry, EF is perpendicular to AD. EF is perpendicular to AD. And DG perpendicular to DG perpendicular to AD. DG perpendicular to AD. This is the, and join B, C. Join the points DC. Join the points DC. Join them. DC. And also join B and E. Join B and E. That is also key in the construction, right? This is the construction we did. What we did? We drew EF perpendicular to AD. We drew DG perpendicular to AE. And then join the points D and C. Also join the points B and E. Join them. So this is the construction, right? Now let's prove. To prove this, we have to consider this. We'll consider area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle PDE. This we have to take. We are going to consider this area of triangle ADE, we will write area of triangle ADE, and area of triangle BDE, this triangle, BDE, ADE and BDE. How can we write the area? We know already. Formula to find area of triangle is half into base into height. In this triangle ADE, if we consider DE as base, then this will be the height. If we consider this as base, this will be the height. If we consider this as base, then this will be the height, right? That you know already, basic thing in geometry. So here we will take area of triangle ADE with AD as base. Area of triangle half into base AD. We are considering AD as base. If AD is base, then this will be the height. This will be the height. It means FE will be the height. Half into base into height. EF is height. Right. Then divided by area of triangle BDE. Triangle BDE is like this. Triangle BDE is like this. If you observe carefully, B is here, T is here, E is here, right? And it is an isosceles triangle, right? It is an obtuse angle triangle. It is an obtuse angle triangle. In an obtuse angle triangle, if you consider this as base, then where is the height of this triangle? You have to extend the base. Extend the base, and draw a perpendicular. That will be the height. This is what you have to do in an obtuse angle triangle. In an acute triangle, height will be inside the triangle. But in an obtuse angle triangle, where obtuse angle is formed, if you take this as base, then the height will be, you have to extend the base, and then draw a perpendicular. That will be the height. So it means height in an obtuse triangle, in an obtuse angle triangle, height may be out of the triangle, outside the triangle, right? So here BDE is an obtuse angle triangle. Here is obtuse angle, right? BDE is an obtuse angle triangle. So its height will be out of the triangle. So half into, I am taking BD as base. BD is base. Then what will be the height? Extend BD, just like I showed you here, and draw a perpendicular. This is the perpendicular drawn, right? EF, like I showed you here. So EF is the height. This is what, right? Then, now here half will get cancelled. EF will also get cancelled. What is left? Area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle BDE will be equal to AD divided by BD or DB. This is what we got. This is equation number 1. Consider this as equation number 1. Now let's write right here. Continuation is here. Now consider another expression. Consider this and we got this one. Now consider another one. Area of triangle ADE divided by, with the area of triangle ADE. This time consider area of triangle CDE. Take this one. CDE. This one. CDE. This is area of triangle AD. Previously, we took AD as base, so EF was the height. Now consider AE, this one. Now consider this as base, AE as base. So this will be the height, right? So half into base, we are taking AE as base now. If AE is base, then DG will be the height. Half into base into height. Area of triangle is half into base into height. Area of triangle is half into base into height. this is the formula to find area of triangle, right? Half into base into height divided by area of triangle CDE. CDE. Consider this CDE is also obtuse-angle triangle. It's like this. See here. We have here this one. C is here, E is here, and D is here. CDE is like this, and here is obtuse angle. Here is obtuse angle, right? So where will be the height? Height will be again out of the triangle. We have to increase the. We have to extend the base, and draw a perpendicular. So that will be this will be the height, right? So half into base. We are taking CE as base into. What about here? This extended, which one is the height here? DG. DG will be the height. DG. See, C is extended, and then from this point D, this is G, right? So DG is height. It's like this. Then what happens? Again, half and half will get cancelled. DG will get cancelled. What is left? Area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle CDE is equal to AE divided by CE. We got this. Now, there is a theorem in 9th standard we have already studied. Between two parallel lines, if you draw between two parallel lines, if you draw triangles, like for example here is a triangle, sorry, this is the triangle, right? This is the triangle BDE, and DE is a common side, and again another triangle is drawn, this one. Then area of this triangle BDE, area of this triangle will be equal to area of this triangle CDE. They will have equal area. BDE and CDE, they will have equal areas. This is a theorem in 9th standard, we have already studied. Two triangles with one common side between two parallel lines will have same area. So area of BDE and area of CDE are equal. That means here area of triangle ADE divided by, in place of area of CDE, I can write area of BDE. Triangle BDE. Why? Because triangle CDE and triangle BDE, they have same area. That's why in place of area of triangle CDE, I am writing area of triangle BDE because they are equal. I am just replacing this with this because they are same. They have the same value. They are equal. That will be equal to, see, this area of ADE is same. This I changed to BDE because CDE and BDE are equal. Is equal to this AE divided by CE as it is. This is equation number 2. Now observe equation number 1 and 2. Equation number 1 and 2. Equation number 1 and 2, they have LHS same. See, area of triangle ADE, area of triangle ADE, area of triangle BDE, area of triangle BDE. LHS are equal. If LHS are equal, we can equate RHS. This is how. Let's say A is equal to 2 and B is also equal to 2. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 2. So can we say A is equal to B? Yes. When RHS are equal, LHS will be equal. In the same way, when LHS are equal, RHS will also be equal. So in these two equations, LHS are same, LHS are equal. In these two equations, LHS are equal. So RHS can be equated. Therefore, from 1 and 2, we can write From 1 and 2 we can write, from 1 and 2 we can write AD divided by DB, AD divided by DB, BD can be written as DB, no problem. BD and DB are same. BD and DB is equal to, this is RHS is equal to RHS, right? AE divided by, can I write CE as EC? Yes, CE can be written as EC. So AD divided by DB is equal to AD divided by EC. This is what we had to prove. See, we got what we have to prove. We have to prove this AD divided by DB, AD divided by DB. This ratio is equal to AE divided by EC. AE divided by EC. Hence, we proved the theorem. This is basic proportionality theorem. I explained the theorem as well as I showed you some basic things in triangles, right? How in an acute angled triangle, height is inside the triangle, and in an obtuse angled triangle, height may be out of the triangle, right? These are important things. Hope you all understood this. If you don't understand the theorem at once, like you watched the video one time and you could not understand, then you can do one thing, repeat, watch the video many times, you will definitely understand. Even then, if you have any doubt, you can write in comments, I will clear your doubts. Hope you all understood and enjoyed the video. Thank you, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe the channel. Thank you.